Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue and I am back for another 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days review. Before I get into it, I want you guys to check down below in the description box. I just became an affiliate for Bohindy Stream, okay? And I became an affiliate for them because I love their jewelry, okay? Yes, these are clear quartz crystals on the end of these earrings. I'll definitely have like that little video showing the earrings up close, but they have a ton of really nice stuff on their site. So if you want to go ahead and check it out, it's down below in the description box. Maybe I'll remember to put it in the comments, whatever. However, it will be at the top of the description box. Click on my link and I think you get 10% off within this first 30 days. So yeah, y'all should hurry up and go buy it while you can get your little discount. But let's go ahead and get into 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. Without any further ado, let's get into Lisa and Osman. Y'all, Osman has had it up to here. Okay, he has had it up to here. He doesn't know if he can take any more of this. Y'all know he was already annoyed with Lisa. He walked his homeboy down to the car. Lisa was upstairs trying to figure out how she was going to shower with just that bucket. And from what I've been told in the comments, there are hotels in Nigeria where there are regular, accommodations as far as Americans are concerned. But let's just be honest about it. I don't think either Lisa or Osman has a lot of money. I don't think they could afford the nicer. Okay, maybe they could have and they just didn't find it. Maybe Osman picked something that he was used to. Like, what I need running water for when I can just shower out a bucket? You know what I'm saying? I need to know she can shower out a bucket. He needed to know that, I feel like. And she just proved to be so high maintenance and so annoying and complaining about every little thing. He must have been downstairs talking with his homeboy for 45 minutes. If you have ever got caught up in a conversation standing by a car like I have, shout out to Kima. Okay, look, child, I can't tell you how many times me and my friend Kima done been standing by the car and an hour then went by. We were supposed to be going home, standing by the car talking. Okay, so it could definitely happen. He goes back upstairs and she completely loses her shit because he left her for so long. I walked outside that door and you weren't there and I was terrified. I was just like, you were terrified. Girl, you was terrified. Child, let me tell you something. In Quincy Orchard, them people are more scared of you colonizing them, okay, than you probably should be of them. All right, they more worried about you than you worried about them at the end of the day. Okay, they don't know what you done brought over there to the Nigerians. Either way, y'all, Lisa worked on my nerves, Osman's nerves, all his friends, all his fans, all of the girls on his Facebook page. Like, she has worked on all of our nerves with her foolishness, okay? And he's upset. So he asked God, how can I be wrong all the time? You are not God. I said, oh no. He didn't have it up here when he said you are not God. Like, he's trying to let her know something. When he explains to her how he feels about how she has been annoying him and complaining this entire time, she turns it around on him and tells him that he's been a drama queen. I said, no, not after all the complaining and all of the jealousy, all of the temper tantrums, all of the things that she has done since she's been there. And it's only been a few days and she got the nerve to call him a drama queen, child. I said, Lisa, throw the whole female away. Like, I cannot with her. She needs to work on her issues over here in America. Okay, bring it back. Okay, go back to whatever state you come from, sis, and work on yourself, because you're not ready for this type of relationship. I mean, I don't think this type of relationship in general works out, because I think it comes from a place of lust and insecurity. And I also think for Osman, it's coming from a place of, I want to make it in the American market. Okay, so if I slang pipe on some average looking, middle-aged white lady, then that'll get me into the country. Okay, and I'll just lay this Nigerian dangling down on her and she'll take care of me until I blow up, and then I'll leave her for somebody else, maybe a younger version. Okay, but however, whatever, I think that everybody knows exactly why they choose people on 90 Day Fiance. A lot of the time, y'all are choosing people because in America, you feel like you can't fool nobody. You feel like, oh, I can convince these people that I have more than I really have, so they'll really want to be with me. And even when women do it, I think there is some level of Lisa that uses what she knows Usman wants out of this American experience situation. I think she knows he wants that. And I think she uses that. Because when he told her he didn't know if he was going to be able to deal with her with all of this foolishness, she really seemed taken aback. Like she was surprised that he was tired of her. And then he was like, I don't think that I can put myself in a prison to make you happy. I don't think I can do it. I said, I don't think you should, Usman. I don't think you should. She says that he is not the man that she fell in love with, and she thought that they were much further along in their relationship, meaning she thought that he was to a point where it didn't matter how much she emotionally and mentally abused him. He was just going to go along with it. Gotta be quicker than that, Lisa. So Usman stopped speaking to Lisa, y'all. And he says that he's worried he's sacrificing too much to move to America. I said, nah, sir. Hey, put your skirt down, sir. You're letting everybody know what's going on in your back. All right, which means you're supposed to be fooling her. You're not fooling nobody. Okay, now you're really thinking hard about this move to America. It's not about being with Lisa. It's about coming to America. And I think all of this is foolishness and it needs to stop because he's wrong. Like, it's not like he's not wrong. You're not really into that lady, but you're willing to deal with her, to a certain extent to get what you feel like you're going to get out the situation. And I just think that it's foolishness on all accounts. Okay, on all accounts, on her account and on his. This whole relationship is a farce. He doesn't know if he wants to continue the relationship with her. And he explains that to her. And she's like, ain't nobody perfect. Okay. And I thought we were further along in this relationship. I said, girl, you were wrong. You thought wrong. And now she gonna cry. And I'm like, girl, you can cry all you want to. I don't feel bad for Lisa. I don't feel bad for Lisa at all. Y'all, let's get to Ed and Rose, y'all. So uncomfortable. Just so uncomfortable. So he's so grateful for his second chance with Rose, all right? And he gets her in this nice robe once they get back to the hotel room. And she's like, I feel respected. She feels respected like a wife or a girlfriend. And I'm just like, okay, Rose, whatever you say, honey, okay? He gets some food and champagne ordered while she's taking a shower. And it gets delivered. And then he wants to rub her feet and her legs. And, she's like, then he asked for a kiss and she kind of seemed like she did not want to kiss him, she was like, right here. And he was like, how about one on the lips? And she kissed him on the lips and he was like, oh my God, that was so great. And she was just like, she was so uncomfortable. Y'all, she does not want to be with this man. Can we cut it out? Girl, you mean to tell me you can't find you some little average looking, $60,000 a year making, maybe 40-something-year-old, Caucasian younger man with a neck? Like, I just kind of feel like this is so uncomfortable for no reason. But guess what? They had sex. She tried to lie about it, but Ed was like, we made love. I was like, y'all made love. Oh, that's what that was? Oh, okay. All right. Then after, they talk about how she doesn't like the hair on his face. Every time she kisses him, it, rubs against her face. I said, child, let me tell y'all something, okay? You could blame the bed. If that's what you want to do. But let's be honest, you're just looking for a reason not to have to kiss him. All right. But he says that I'll shave the hair off my face if you shave the hair off your legs because your legs are like mine. And in the confessional, he says it's not feminine for a woman to have hair on her legs and it's disgusting. And let me explain something. Like, I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I do not like hair under the arms for women. I really don't. Like, I know women do it. And when I see it, I kind of cringe. It doesn't make me think you nasty. It's not disgusting. I just don't like to see it because I'm just used to women and hell, a lot of men shaving the hair under their arms. So, it's just not what I'm used to seeing, but I wouldn't call somebody disgusting. And I wouldn't say that it's like a lack of femininity because I don't like to assign femininity to how much we shave and wax ourselves as if, the hair doesn't grow on us as women. Like, there are no women out here who just be out here not growing hair. That's not a good thing. If you're not growing body hair, you're not growing hair on your head neither, okay? That's why women is out here getting electrolysis and all of that because we grow hair too. So to say that it's not feminine, I didn't like the way that sounded. I really didn't. But she goes into the bathroom and shaves her legs and he shaves his beard off. And in all honesty, I mean, child, if she thought that made it better, I guess. All I kept thinking about was that monster that at the end of Spawn. I don't know if y'all ever seen Spawn, but Michael J. White. But yeah, there was a creepy thing on Spawn, and that's what it reminded me of once the facial hair was gone. So I think it was a downgrade, if that's possible. So they get ready to go to her home, y'all. They're going to stay in, the shack that she and her family stays in, and they got the restaurant or the little store out front and everything. And she lives in a third world country, and he was so surprised that it was so third world. I was like, what did you think? Why don't people do research on the places they're traveling to? Or at least do, some research on the history of a woman that you so-called so in love with? That's how you know they fetishize them, because you don't look at them as a real person with history and culture and a life that you need to know about and have, some knowledge about. Americans are so obnoxious with that, oh, y'all only need to know about us thing. Like, I don't have an appreciation for that foolishness at all. I'm just letting y'all know right now, I am an American. I'm proud to be one. I wouldn't want to be anything else. But at the same time, y'all work on my damn nerves, okay? We are not the best of anything. If I was from the Dominican Republic, if I was from, Nigeria, if I was from France, if I was from anywhere else, I would feel the same way, that I'm happy to be born where I am, okay? But specifically because, the running water and the whole houses and windows and stuff, particularly, happy to be from here because of that. And when he got to her house and realized what it really was, then he realized how poor she really was. And now, even more so than ever, it's on his mind how he's an opportunity for her to have a better life. And I just kind of feel like I'm so annoyed with you finding issue with that, because aren't most relationships we get into so we can have a better life not exactly always about money, but also about companionship? A better life is what you view as a good life. Do you prefer having somebody, or do you want to be alone? Let me know something. So anytime you want to be with somebody and they want to be with somebody, there's something to be gained. You know what I'm saying? It's a better life for all involved. Just because you about to give her running water and whole windows and walls and shit does not mean that you are her only means of having that. Like, I just kind of feel like Rose can find other means of getting that. It doesn't have to come from him. And I think he's going to get it in his head that the only reason she's fooling with him is because he can give her a better lifestyle, which I think is true, but I feel like he shouldn't have a problem with that, because you know what it is. That's why you sought her out. That's why she's 23 instead of 43 or 53 around your same damn age, because you don't want to be with anybody that's a full-grown adult. You want to be with somebody that you can control. That's why you're with her. So it's annoying to me that you pick this young woman because you want to control her, but she can't pick your old ass because she want comfort and running water and walls and shit, and whatever, y'all. So he meets her family. She has a lot of other siblings. Everybody's nice, but it's hella awkward. And I don't know why she kept asking him what he thought about her house. What do you think he's going to think when he's from America and, like he said, y'all ain't got no whole walls and shit? Like, what did you think he was going to think, Rose? I don't know why she felt the need to keep asking him that. But, what could he really say? When they sit down to eat, the food look good. He met her father, and her father is younger than Ed. So that's kind of disgusting. But I think everybody in the Philippines knows that when their daughters are dating old ass American men that, have not any neck, it's usually because they want a better life for themselves. And these men probably want better lives for their daughters and for themselves. So they're not going to have a problem with their daughter dating old ass necklace Ed, because they want them to have a better life. Point blank to the period. And I think that if Ed is trying to marry his daughter off, he wouldn't want to marry her to a bum. He would want her to marry somebody that can give her what? A better life. So I think it's annoying how they always want to find issue with the women want out the situation. But it's okay for you to basically want to be with the child so you can control her. Right. And then, she has a little boy. Her little boy is so cute. And, even though he's talking about how much he loves the little boy's calling him daddy already. That shit's disgusting. And then he keeps wondering, like, do I want to deal with another child? Like, I'm 50-something years old. It's like, then why do you want to be in a relationship with a 23-year-old single mother who obviously wants a family and more children and a better lifestyle? Why do you seek out somebody that doesn't want the same things as you and then complain about it? I don't understand Ed at all. He works on my nerves. So y'all, Geoffrey and Varya. Y'all, Geoffrey works on my nerves because Geoffrey is another one that is so obsessed with wondering if Varya is with him because he's an American, okay? To the point where he doesn't even want to bring her mom like flowers from an actual store. Like, you can tell that he decided to jump out of the car on the side of the road to pick out flowers out of like a field that was on the side of the road. He did that because he didn't want to buy her mom flowers, because it would have seemed like, oh, they want me for my money, so I don't want to, do what they want me to do and buy them something when I'm coming to the house, because I don't want them to think they can keep asking me to buy them things. And it's like, first of all, let's be clear. That girl not poor. That girl does not come from poor. And you can tell. Because when they go to her mama house, the mama was happy. She looked comfortable. She looked like she had everything she needed. And he come in there with them ugly ass flowers that she was gracious enough to put in a vase and put on her little mantle until he leave, and then she throw them out in the trash because they ain't nothing but some tall weeds. I just was so aggravated with him not even wanting to get her mother flowers to visit. Like, it's something you would do in America if you were trying to have, some type of decorum about yourself. Hell, when you go over to people's houses for dinner, you bring a bottle of wine, even if it's the $5 cheap barefoot kind, it's still the thought that counts. So I just was like, wow, what an asshole. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just really irked my spirit. Oh, did I mention that they had sex on the plane on the way to her mom's place, because it's like a 5-hour plane ride away from where she lives? Y'all, that's nasty. I know everybody thinks it's so hot to have sex in an airplane, but no, I barely want to touch the walls in the airplane bathroom, let alone my bare ass against something, or my hands, or my face, or wherever things might land during those types of situations. I just don't understand. They had the video, themselves in the bathroom together. I was like, we didn't need that. We didn't need that at all. When they sit down to talk to her mom doesn't want her daughter moving further away. And he was like, well, she kind of already lives 5 hours away, a plane ride. So it's, it's not like she would be, much further away. And it's like, that is much further away. It's another continent. Her daughter is on the same continent as her right now. Her being on another continent, her not being able to get to her without visa papers. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like the situation might be a little bit different. And I don't think that he's thinking about that or being sensitive to what that must be like for her mom. But at the same time, mom, your daughter is an adult, and if she wants to run to be in America, then you need to take that up with her. But I do understand the mom doesn't know Geoffrey. He's probably giving her crazy, creepy vibes, So I understand her apprehension, even though, she was very sweet and very nice and accommodating. Now, even though he's worried about, what Varya is getting out of the situation and how she could be deceiving him, he has not told her yet about his record. And how she's going to feel about that, we don't know. But yes, and then he tried to make it seem like, oh, years ago when I was young, I sold drugs. My dude, you have a record that is all the way up until 2019. So cut it out, okay? Please stop acting like you don't have a record that is long. Like, no, okay? Stop it. That record is long. It's not like a blurb from back in the day. I went to jail for selling some coke in 2003. No, it is a continued thing that has continued to happen, and you were just arrested for kidnapping, okay? Wasn't it kidnapping or some sort of kidnapping, because he wouldn't let his girlfriend leave the house, and then he put his hands on her. All kind of crazy shit, okay? So Geoffrey's full of it right now. I'm annoyed with him. I don't like him or Varya. Let's move on. Y'all, Darcey. I don't know why Darcey got herself all dressed up so she can go and meet with Tom, so Tom can do the same thing to her that Jesse did. And she knew this is what was going to happen. I was hoping that he would have showed up with some different energy, but I think because she showed up, just wanting to shake hands and not hug, she was not nice about it at all. But that's because she didn't already seen you online with your new girlfriend, who is basically a younger version of her. So yeah, Tom, Darcey was on one when she showed up, okay? But either way, he sits down to tell her how much she meant to him, but it always seemed like it was always about her, and she was always talking about Jesse. And he really felt for her more than she knows, but he was just turned off by the way she was always talking about Jesse. He could never talk to her about things that meant something to him. And she was like, boy, if you don't get out of my face with this. She was like, no, you're turning this around on me, and don't you have something to tell me? Like, about your girlfriend? Because I know about her. And he was like, yes, I found someone to love me the way I deserve to be loved. I said, oh, I can't stand when somebody do something like that, like try to throw some girl in your face. Oh, she's better than Darcey. And she may be, because she may not have as many hang-ups as Darcey. But I personally feel like you stuck the knife in and twisted that shit for no reason. Time, if you didn't want to deal with Darcey, you could have told her that shit over the phone. But you want to be on TLC on Sunday nights. We know what it is. Don't play with me, okay? Don't play with me. Don't act like you showed up because you really thought that you and Darcey might have rekindled something. If you were doing that, then you were being flawed to that girl who you said you so in love with, who loved you the way you deserve to be loved. Like, why would she even be okay with you getting on TV to meet up with Darcey, talking about you thought something could have happened? Time, if you don't get out of my face with this, you just wanted to show everybody that you lost that double neck you had when we met you the first time, okay? And Darcey, I'm so tired of you crying over people that don't deserve your tears. He was flawed, but he wasn't exactly wrong. You did constantly cry and talk about Jesse when y'all spent time together. You did a lot of things that would make a man want to run. So I think both of them are in some ways wrong with the way they handled each other. She has never gotten over her past. She's constantly crying and playing a victim and annoying the shit out of people. And she seeks out men who victimize her. Because at the end of the day, I feel like Tom did a lot of things to make her self-esteem even worse. It wasn't like he came into the picture trying to show her all this love and everything. He was treating her like she was, he was treating her like she was, the Tuesday girl. You know what I'm saying? Not even the Sunday, Saturday girl, the Tuesday girl, okay? So he can front all he wants to, but you was just there to play with her emotions, to be on TLC on Sunday nights. When he told her not to ruin her next relationship, I almost felt like she should have threw something in his face. I wish she would have had some water or something to throw on him, because he was digging that knife in deep. All right, y'all, so let's move on, because it wasn't nothing else but some more crying from Darcey. I'm never gonna let anyone take advantage of me again. Yeah, right. Okay, yeah, right. Okay, the next dude that you bring on this damn show will be taking advantage of you too, because you are in some type of toxic cycle all on your own. So Erika and Stephanie, you guys. So Erika, because Stephanie seems to have an issue with the intimacy early on, she set up this class for them to cast their boobs, right? So they have to be shirtless with their boobs out in front of people, cast their boobs. And, it's kind of like a intimate setting, and there are other people around, but they're doing it too. Either way, it was something that Erika thought Stephanie would be comfortable with, because Stephanie talks big game on her social media platforms. You're all about sex and relationships and all of that. So when somebody is coming at you with something sexy to do, and now all of a sudden you're all uncomfortable and you're not really feeling the vibe, you don't say anything, but you kind of go through it with a stank ass attitude, just enough to let Erika know that you weren't really feeling the date, okay? And then there's this conversation about moving to America, and it seems to be understood that Stephanie assumes Erika will move to America. And for Erika, she doesn't understand how we're already at moving conversation, but you don't even want to be intimate yet. So it's like, how about we take it a step at a time? Stephanie says that she's there to pursue the option of them being together. And I'm like, then you need to go in head deep then. If that's what you are requiring of Erika, then you need to do the same. Stephanie is just starting to come off really spoiled to me. And now, that I'm thinking about it in her family life and how her mom makes everything about her and, her illness, I totally understand now why she's so self-absorbed, and she's a brat. Erika is somebody who is used to being around other people and being open. You can tell. And Stephanie is used to pretending to be that type of person, but really just being in her room, behind her camera. So I feel like there's some perpetration going on with Stephanie's personality, and I definitely think she's a brat. So Stephanie decides to put this, little rhinestone crown on Erika's head and take her out to dinner, and it was supposed to be all romantic, but the conversation goes straight to, oh, I saw you had a dating app on your phone, and how would you feel about deleting that dating app off your phone? Erika was like, what? Like, I only have it on there because there's a business side to that dating app, but no, I don't have a problem deleting it. She deletes it, but she's kind of pissed because it's like, why are you already like this? Like, who cares about a dating app on her phone? Y'all are just dating. You're coming to see her for the first time. Why should she delete a dating app off her phone? Because you're uncomfortable. And she did it, but it was still like, it crushed the vibe. It really crushed the vibe because it showed how insecure Stephanie is. And when Erika, had any type of issue with it, you want to cry and throw a temper tantrum and act like she's not the person you thought she was. It's such bullshit. Like, I was so turned off by Stephanie. I was just really turned off. I thought it was ridiculous. And Erika made a great point. She was like, you don't get to buy me presents and take me out to dinner just so you can control me and tell me what to do. And that's exactly what it felt like. Oh, let me buy you something. Let me take you out to dinner. Let me tell you about how many sacrifices I made to come here because of my health so that I can try to get you to delete app out of your phone because I want to control you and who you're talking to. It's just ridiculous. I thought it was too much. I thought it's too early on for you to be that jealous. Is it just me? Let me know. I think it's too early on for that, but okay, fine. Erika gets up from the table. Stephanie's like, oh my God, you can just really really off. I was like, no, she said it. And Erika got up and took that, crown out of her hair and threw it down and walked away. And we didn't hear anything else from her. And then Stephanie's crying like a fucking brat doll. And I'm over it. Y'all, why are we still talking to Yolanda and Williams? For the past few weeks, every time she's on the episode, I'm trying to understand why. Why? Miss Yolanda, why can't you understand that he's not real? Miss Yolanda, why do you need an explanation? Especially after what happened this episode. So first of all, after she talked to Williams, after his Instagram had been deleted, he talked to her for a few days, sent her some emojis and acted like everything was okay. And then he ghosted her again for another 5 days, okay? And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, she gets an email with somebody trying to extort money out of her for some nude pictures that she sent to Williams. I said, let me get this straight, Miss Yolanda. You sent somebody who you have never seen on video chat, you've never seen them in person. You sent them nude pictures of yourself, and now they're using those pictures to blackmail you, and you know that you only sent them to Williams, but you're gonna go out there and assume that he's been hacked and somebody else is doing this because it's not his email, as if people can't just create fake emails all over the damn place. Child, she talked to her daughter. Her daughter looked up the name that was on the Instagram page, I think, and found the phone number in Nigeria. Okay, the accent that we thought we heard on the phone when she was so-called talking to Williams. Some woman answered the phone and hung up. So that should let you know that something flaw is going on, Yolanda. Please explain to me why you still need this man to talk to you. Meanwhile, David is over there in Ukraine walking around looking for the woman that he saw on a site that he got to pay for every time he log in. Child, I cannot with these older people and the lies they tell themselves. Miss Yolanda, if that was my mama, I'd have probably cursed her out by now. Mama, what the fuck is wrong with you? You sent him naked pictures of yourself and you ain't never seen him? Not even on video chat, not even on Instagram, direct messages? I just cannot. Not even Snapchat, bitch. You haven't even received the video. You've been seeing nothing but pictures that look like ads for workout gear. I cannot, Miss Yolanda. What have you done? Child, ain't nobody gonna care if them pictures get out of you. You might as well go ahead and tell him, post them, bitch. I look good. You might as well, because at this point, you might as well dive deep into this embarrassment, because you're already there. I mean, this is embarrassing. And y'all, lastly, Ash and Avery. So Avery is still, kind of worried about however Ash's family is going to feel towards her based off of the interaction she had with his brother. And she's also worried about this situation with his baby moms and his son, because he keeps talking about his son could possibly come to America. But after talking to Ash's brother, it doesn't seem like the situation is going to be that easy. So they're going to Cairns, which is this beautiful island in Australia, and they have this conversation about her feeling like he's keeping things from her as it pertains to his family life. And he basically admits that he keeps things from her because he's worried that he will run her off. She's like, I still need to know these things. And he says he understands, but that doesn't mean he's going to tell the truth. I'm looking at him like, you still don't look like you're telling the truth about nothing. He look like he's lying right now. His eyes, everything, his haircut, the spikes, everything about Ash screams, I'm manipulating you. Stare deep into my eyes. You know what I'm saying? I just cannot. But she really wants to talk to his ex. And I think that's because she feels like if there's anything he's hiding, that ex is going to put it out on the table. And she may be right. We'll see if she ever gets to have that conversation. All right, y'all. That was before the 90 days. I hope y'all enjoyed the review. Y'all please like the video. Like. Let me holler at you, bitch. Holler at you. Holler. Like the video. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one.